Ladies and gentlemen, this is Prizers TV. I say this is Prizers TV, and I am here once more. I'm here because of what you are seeing over there. Wow. So what you are seeing is actually International Conference Centre, Owerri in IMO State. And this International Conference Centre is one of the biggest in the world entirely. Believe me, you are going to see the size of this International Conference Centre and you are going to be marveled. This is not a small building at all. This is not a small building at all. And if you look at it, it is quite big. It almost couldn't fit the screen of the camera. See how big it is. Wow! This looks like a big church. This is quite big. Now, and this is how the inside looks. The man you are seeing here is the governor, Hope Uzodinma, who visited the site not long ago. And this picture came out because of that visit. If you check by his left, is an escalator. The same thing by the right, and the scaffolding everywhere inside. Now, here is actually where people will be sitting inside, and it's like it has two decking, meaning that the first floor people will sit here, and also up there is a sitting place like a bench, and it looks marvelous. It looks marvelous. This is a mind-blowing job. Wow! I had also said it earlier that I don't know what happened, but Hope Uzodinma these days is working like a machine. He has so many projects that he is managing. He's renovating Concord Hotel. Assumpta Flyover is over there. This International Conference Center is here. He's also building road. Man, at the same time. This is marvelous. And one thing we should also know about is that this conference center that Hope Uzodinma is building now was like this when Hope Uzodinma came into power. This particular one was built by Rocha Sokorocha. But when Uzodinma came into power, he was like, wow, how is it that a new conference center built by Rochas has destroyed even before Rochas left office? This is mind-blowing. So what Uzodinma did is demolish this one and replace it with what you see here. And this is mind-blowing. In the beginning, this conference center, people thought that it belonged to Cubana chief priest, because he used to come here to make a video and make an announcement that there is over 7,000 capacity conference center. So people thought that it belonged to him. It's now that they have started realizing that the place actually belonged to the state governor, that Cubana priest is just making video because he likes to make a video, and also people say that he made the video in order to promote the conference center. Now, but apart from working in the building, Hope Uzodinma is also working outside the building. Look at what is happening. He is planting palm trees here, everywhere, and most of the places outside has been tied, as you can see. And check here. Wow, a lot of job is actually going on inside the International Conference Center in Owerri, IMO State. And here is when Hope Uzodinma visited the site, and everybody was happy. Wow, because this is the biggest house ever. Now, and why do I say it's the biggest house and the biggest conference center in Nigeria? I say it because of what it has inside. This inside you see here may look small, but it is not small at all. This is 7,000 capacity conference center. There is no other conference center in Nigeria that can compete with this conference center based on size. 7,000 capacity is like a football pitch. This is very large, very big. It is a massive work. And that is the reason Hope Uzodinma has spent almost 4 years building this conference center. But I believe when the conference center is finished, everybody is going to be surprised. This is no more going to look like what Rochas left here. Wow. The difference is clear. Even by the side, by the beauty, and by everything, it is never going to look like this. And it is going to beautify IMO State in general, IMO State. Therefore, let's watch and see how it is going to end up. So, but before then, let's see the engineers that are working there. So this man, I believe, is one of the major engineers that are working inside the conference center. And when we come here, also, we can still see him. The pillars are big, big pillars. You see where the pillars, you see how the pillar is? Massive. So here is the neighborhood. I don't know what Hope Uzodinma is pointing at here, because from what I see, there are houses very, very close to the International Conference Center. Now, let's go to how we found out that the conference center is the biggest in Nigeria. This one's auditorium is 7,000. This is the biggest. And who told us that it is 7,000? So let's go and show you from where we know it. Well, we knew it from 9 News Nigeria, because in 2024, in September, the House of Assembly Workers Committee visited the ICC project, to see how it is going. And during that time, they talked about the capacity of the International Conference Centre. And when I get down here, that is exactly what you are going to see, which I will read here very loudly for you to hear it better. So it says, the contractor handling the project, Sir Bennett Wokejobi, who was speaking after taking the lawmakers on inspection tour of the project, explained that the 7,000 capacity International Conference Centre would have been fully completed before now, if not for the rainy season. That is 7,000 capacity. Here, they took the picture in front of the conference center. Look at this iron. Wow. So they were actually standing somewhere here. Here in the front. No, here. Here. They took that picture from here exactly. And from there we could capture the edge of this iron and so on and so forth. Although that was about 8 or 9 months ago. So now it looks better than how it was looking that time. Well, I just come to show you that Uzodinma has almost finished this massive conference center. And believe me, this conference center break record in Nigeria, because it is the biggest. Officially, this is the biggest international conference center. And we thank Hope Uzodinma a lot, especially for his good work on this his last tenure, because the first tenure he did not do much, but this last tenure, especially the last 3 years, he has done marvelously well. I cannot count number of projects that Hope Uzodinma is managing right now. A lot. I've said it before. But what about road, street, erosion controlling? And he still have this international conference center. He's still building Assumpta interchange or Assumpta flyover, and Concord Hotel, and the renovation of I think it's called as State Church, State Cathedral. All these projects, he's handling them at the same time. You begin to imagine, had it been that Hope Uzodinma started from day one, what do you think would have happened? But you don't have to blame him, because he met insecurity, and they had been fighting insecurity upon insecurity until now. I think it is now that Hope Uzodinma had opportunity to demonstrate what he can do. And he did it here. A very, very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful conference center. This is amazing. This is amazing. So, well, I don't want to waste too much time on this conference center. You have seen how it looks, that Hope Uzodinma is actually working tirelessly to make sure that he finish this biggest conference center in Nigeria as soon as possible. And I trust that he's going to finish it within some months, if not weeks, because the outside is 80% done. The fachada is about 90%, because the only thing that remains here, the wall, is the painting and maybe some correction and so on and so forth. Apart from that, it has been rendered and everything has been fitted, both the windows, parapet, and so on and so forth. Everything is ready. Now, when we get to the inside is the same thing. I believe what we are seeing is the last tiling, which it has been done, and then the floor, the same thing. It just needs cleaning, because you can see the floor here. The tiling is there, and then when we get to where we will see everything better, you'll find out that everything is done. What remains here is, I think they will have to put tile here. Okay, and after putting the tile, get the seat fitted, get this place swept, and that is all. The roofing, it has been roofed with light. There is light everywhere turned on here, and that is amazing. So what marvels me is the number of scaffoldings here. Whoa! Whoa! Unimaginable. Well, we have finished from the information we have for you today, and we will see you next time, because we have a lot to talk about when we talk about IMO State, because Uzodinma has so many projects he's carrying on. And we will be coming here to show you each time we get information or get the image of the projects. And you should not forget that we are also coming back when Uzodinma finish the Assumpta flyover. And sooner, we are also going to talk about the Concord Hotel finishing, because the place, the outside has been rendered and cleaned. It is just a neat paint. So when the painting is done, we are coming back here to talk about it as well. And that is going to be marvelous. So we are happy that each time we come up here, we have a project like this one to talk about. And why this one is special is it breaks record. It is the largest conference center in entire Nigeria. No other one that could boast of 7,000. This is a stadium. This is a stadium. So thank you very much for watching. I know that you've been watching Prizes TV. So see